I was told to deliver this message. You think you're invincible because you got money, bombs, guns, and planes, killing babies, innocent people. I think you're insane. Chaos and destruction is the name of your game. Somebody's got to stop you before the whole world goes up in flames. So he told me to tell you, I'll
fight for my brothers. We can go to war. Fight for my father, I will give my life for. I feel so alone in this white man's world. Whip it in the kitchen, watch that white turn pearl. Standing on the corner, standing on my phone, standing with my gangsters, but I'm standing on my own. If you got to be alone, split you like you did alone. Sacrifice my life, understanding each is own. Toast to the keys of success. Bel Air rose on my breath. I've been a student since '03, and we can fight till we see peace.
I fight like that. 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 Because you got money.
Let me holler at you for a minute if you can. Real scrappy, run about a Buddha bang, trigger happy, and everybody in the game. You shot your family and didn't even know it. Same rules, same code, with a different slang. Struck him out, now they took him out to pitch your frame. Mama, don't cry, we gon' get by. 2 weeks later, got killed in a drive-by. Must we fight amongst each other? Reach one, each one, teach one, my brother. I teach you how to fight on the grass and in class. Snoop Dogg, all stars, yes sir, they coming fast. He won, football, we won. Now I'm proud of my son, Lil Snoop, yes sir, cause he won. Right on, SC, fight on. We 100, keep it coming, dip, slip, slide on, slide on.
I fight like that. 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 I fight like that.
Watching the warriors, the story of the rebels. You from the ghetto, then you know never to settle. I'm shooting common on the streets, I'm a pharaoh. Battling in African-American apparel. This on a t-shirt, youngins doing street work. Grinding till they teeth hurt, that's because they need work. Working till the feet hurt, trying to get my soul right. Used to be on old bikes, serving them that cold white. Wars in the winters, the block is hot in summers. Today's mathematics, we know it's stricter numbers. To the bosses and the runners, the hustlers and the stunners. We fight for the hundreds, we fight for the oneness.
He fights with the heat. He fights with the sleet. He said, I am who I am. I can't be beat. Nobody has won a war against me. All of the nations of the earth as we speak are angry. They're angry because governments cannot suffice the needs of their people. They're angry because a few have gotten wealthy at the expense of the many. And the poor and the sick and the weak and the unlearned multiply. And the value of their lives are diminished by the rich and the powerful. So that when human life is devalued, that in the eyes of man you are unworthy of the gift of life, then it is easy for another human being to take the life of another human being that he or she has devalued. Black life in America is devalued. Hispanic life is devalued. Even poor white life is devalued. There's a way that I have to behave. I'm free, but I'm not free to rob you of yours. I'm not free to take from you what does not belong to me. So if I will construct my life according to these righteous principles, then between man and man, man and woman, peace. Between race and race, peace. Between rich and poor, peace. We have our beautiful Mexican family. This once was theirs. So you can't say to them they are aliens. That's a horrible word to use for former owners. I see my indigenous family here. Many tribes, but they're really one great nation of people that now must be reunited with themselves. So it's their time now, as well as ours, that God would intervene in our affairs and bring the bottom rail to the top. The government is not rehabilitating soldiers. When they send you away, they send you away to kill. When you come home, they gotta reconstitute you for civilian life again. Make sure you have a job so you can take care of your family, but they're not doing it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, a woman can do anything that a man does, and the only thing he forbids the woman to do is the thing that degrades her. So how high can you go? High as you want to. Why would God allow the female to wear his attributes if you can't be a manifestation of that attribute? Women, you got to be set free. What God has put within you must be cultivated, must be developed, and must be used for the advancement of a nation and a world. I said to myself, Mr. President, why the hell don't you go to the wicked police department? Why the hell don't you stand up and tell them that your killing of black youth and brown youth is not gonna hold no more? Why don't you stand up? God's word is in need of a truth that will set up a government where everybody can live in peace, under real freedom, real justice, and real equality.
right, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Tammy Morrison, and I'm so honored to have with us today Mr. Michael Delco. You've watched him on YouTube. You've seen him on Facebook Live. He is the CEO, constantly empowering others. And I'm so very happy to have him as our special guest here today. For those of you that weren't able to make the call live, we are recording this, and you can watch it at a later date. Mr. Delco is one of those people that's larger than life. When you meet him in person, it's just amazing. I'm honored to call him a friend and a business partner, but most importantly, a friend. He is a great motivator. He's a great leader in Karatbars. He is one of those people that you absolutely want to get to know. So it is with my great pleasure that I bring to you Mr. Michael Delco, who's going to talk to us about the importance of Karatbars, why we should be saving in gold, and also his journey with Karatbars and what it's enabled him to do in his life. So thank you, Michael, for joining us. I'm going to turn off my microphone, I'm going to turn off my camera, and I'm going to let you take this over because you are the man.
Well, thank you, Ms. Tammy Morrison. And so before I get started babbling too much, I just want to appreciate you, Tammy, for inviting me on to speak with your team. I do understand that a good portion of this team is there in Africa. So I want to say hello to our African brothers and sisters building your business from the Ivory Coast or from West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, North Africa, wherever you are on that beautiful, beautiful continent. We appreciate the time that you've taken out to spend with us today on this webinar. And then for those that are in different countries and even here in the United States on this webinar, thank you for giving me a minute to speak with you. I'm always blown away when people say nice things about me, like Ms. Morrison just said, because I've had the chance to meet her and just the success that she's had in this business. For her to say those things about me, it's a little overwhelming. It's so much I could talk about as it relates to me, but let me just start by saying the reason why that is so overwhelming to me is because I know how long I've been in this industry. Okay, I've been in this industry since 1993, Tammy, and I never made any money. So I want people to hear that emphatically in their ears, that this person, that Tammy Morrison, who is one of the top earners and top producers in our company, is saying is bigger than life. Yeah, me. I have been in the industry for 20 years before I found Karatbars, and I never made any money. So all the ability to articulate a vision, all the ability to be concise in how I speak about a business, a product, a good or a service, all the charisma, all the humor, and of course these amazing good looks. It was never enough.
Wait, we call him the best looking man in Karatbars.
Yeah, I'm the most beautiful man in Karatbars. Yeah, I'm the most beautiful man in all of Karatbars, right? It was never enough to get me over the hump, for me to make any serious money in this industry. And I'm a firm believer in the industry of networking. I don't believe anything is more likely to build wealth for you and your family than a networking business. It is the most logical, most powerful income producing concept known to man. And I still couldn't make any money. Now, I made all my money in the mortgage industry. I was a mortgage banker for 15 years, most recently with Wells Fargo. Yeah, Wells Fargo, that company, the one that's in the news for bad stuff, right? I worked for Wells Fargo, and during my time and tenure as a mortgage banker, I made a lot of money. So you would think I would be focused on trying to find another mortgage banking job, but I'm not. You know, the regulations, they were very hard on the mortgage industry. And during the years of 2003 and 2007, I made just a ton of money because it was heavily deregulated. It was easy to get a mortgage, and that was my product. But I found a better way. That better way was Karatbars International. And I will tell you right now that when I got started in Karatbars, I didn't see it right off. It didn't make a lot of sense to me. I just knew that it was gold, and I always wanted gold. And my sponsor told me I could make money by referring others to Slave Gold. That was enough for me. I didn't understand all the bells and whistles, all the other things, dual team, unilevel rankings, and gold director, and I didn't understand any of that. All I knew was I wanted gold. Karatbars made it accessible a gram at a time, and I could get paid if I referred others. That was the extent of my education and my knowledge, Leon. That's all I knew. That because I understood all these other businesses, networking, you could build levels and all this stuff. And the product were juice, coffee, lotions, potions, pills, gaming apps, Forex, all these different things were out there. So I understood leverage. So I said, okay, fine. I want gold anyway. If the product is gold and I can refer others, I'm in. This is what blew my mind. 103 days after getting my business package, I had out-earned my job. Wow, this is interesting. This is interesting. Okay, had a discussion with my wife. I didn't really like what was going on at my mortgage business anyway. And so when my income had increased enough where I felt comfortable to go for it, there was not a need to be there anymore. So it replaced my full-time income. That was March 3rd of 2014. And I've not been back to work since. Now, you can have your moments because we know that Karatbars is an all-voluntary program. Nobody's forced to acquire gold. Nobody's forced to get a business package. There's no monthly mandatory auto ship. So there's nothing to make people acquire the product. So there can be times when people say, well, I can't get any gold this week, whatever. But everybody joins for free. You can't even quit. When I really got that in my head, I was like, oh, this is it. This is going to retire me. And it did. And I've been full-time for 3 years. There's been times where it's a little slim, and there have been times where it's beyond belief. I like what Tammy Morrison taught me once. She says, you'll go through phases in this business, and you'll even go through phases each month. You'll go through a phase where you say, it's not worth it. Where, you're just giving it all you've got. You're making the calls. You're sending the texts. You're posting on social media. And it's not worth it. It's like, geez, I'm putting way too much time in. My wife goes, babe, you still talking on the phone? I go, yeah, I'm still on the phone. Wow, you've been on the phone for 3 hours. Can we go watch a movie? No, we can't go watch a movie. I've got to get this done. And she said, all right, fine. That's the it's not worth it phase. You're putting more energy in and you're getting results out. It's not worth it. The educated networker understands that it's worth it. The uneducated 9-to-5 employee-minded person says it's not worth it. Because if I go work 8 hours, they're going to pay me for 8 hours. If I work in Karatbars 8 hours, I may not earn anything. It's not worth it. And then you get into the phase of it's worth it, where you start to see your income encroaching upon your full-time 9-to-5 income. You see it exceed your 9-to-5 income. You wake up in the morning, you made $400 or $500 in your sleep. And you go, oh, it's worth it. That sacrifice that I put in, it was worth it. And then you trickle over into the, I'm not worth it. Now, I struggle with that one because I think I'm worth a lot. Will, I think I'm probably worth $100,000 a day, right? With the effort that I put in. So I struggle with it, but I get the concept that when I'm, like right now, I took a break from making dinner for my wife. I'm sitting at home every day. I wake up when I get tired of sleeping. Sometimes I earn more money going to the movies with my wife than I do picking up the phone and trying to share the plan with other people. And that's when you go, wow, am I worth it? Right? Am I worth it? Am I giving Karatbars the discipline and the focus that it deserves because of how good it is for me? Folks, you know what? I was thinking today, I was talking to my financial advisor. He'll be in Atlanta for the Let's Go weekend. His name is Alan Austin. Delightful gentleman, just smart as he can be. And I was talking to him today to decide whether I really need my life insurance policy. Now, this is a little over the top. So let me just give a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a licensed financial professional of any kind. So I'm not giving you financial advice at all. This is 100% my thoughts and my opinion, totally. But this is something that I'm experiencing on a daily basis, Tammy, is when I inventory the goals that I've been able to save, And that's including when I didn't even realize how important gold is to my family's financial security. When I finally figured it out and start stacking gold, and the gold that I get free through commissions, and the weekly residual and the monthly residual that I earn in my residual gold business, Addison, I'm actually asking my financial advisor, do I need a life insurance policy? I had a licensed life insurance broker say to me today that life insurance policies are for poor people. I was like, wait a minute, what did he just say to me? He said, yeah, life insurance policies are for people who can't amass the savings on their own. So they get a policy and they pay a premium. Why is it called a premium? That'll wake you up at 3 in the morning. Why do they call it a premium? Because somebody's getting a premium to sell it to you. Somebody's getting a fee and a residual income because you can't discipline yourself enough to save, and saving an appreciating asset so that you don't need to pay a premium to somebody to secure your life. That is so radical. You probably need to get this recording and listen to it again. So I'm now in the Karatbars has put me in a position because I have residual income coming in without my physical effort. If I were to die, that income's still gonna come to my wife. And I don't need a $10,000 box to put my dirt in when I leave this earth. She can burn my remains because I put forth the effort necessary to secure her while I was alive. Now see, that's really radical. So I can be a little cutting edge sometimes. I don't want you guys to take everything I'm saying to heart, but Addison is saying he was a financial advisor, and for me to ask if I need life insurance means you can self-insure, and that's exactly what I'm saying, Addison. I'm self-insuring. Wow, thank you for typing that in the chat room. I feel very confident that I'm self-insuring. So I have a meeting with my financial advisor and my life insurance advisor later this week, and they've got to prove to me, listen, hear me clearly, because this takes me over the edge. They've got to now prove to me that their product is better than my Karatbars business. Oh yeah, I said that boldly. Now I said it again, this is from me. My financial advisor and my life insurance manager have got to prove to me that they've got a better product than Karatbars. Karatbars is my life insurance. Now you're like, Mike, that's too over the top. Okay, all right. And we can't talk about money because we don't want to encroach upon any kind of attorneys general's rules and regulations. But I will tell you this. I've been able to save more gold, and it's increasing in value over time. And when I compile my gold and my wife's gold in my business account, my wife's business account, and the gold we've amassed, it's worth more than my life insurance. So why am I paying a premium of hundreds of dollars each week, each month, that I could just get more gold? I've already amassed through the power of Karatbars more gold than my life insurance policy is worth. Without the money that I'm putting in life insurance, if I took it out of life insurance and put it in my gold money account, I would amass gold faster. So it's like Karatbars has just made me do a 180 on my mindset. Like, why am I thinking the way I'm thinking? It's because my grandparents and my parents always said, you get some life insurance. A multi-billionaire doesn't need life insurance. You've got a business that's generating millions of dollars each year. Why do you need life insurance? You've got a business. You've got an asset. See, a life insurance policy, as a mortgage banker, when people would come to get a mortgage, I would say, what are your assets? What are your liabilities? What's your credit score? Right? They would have to fill out this long form. Tell me their wife's name, my wife's maiden name. Give me 3 references. Where do you work? What's your social security number? What's your bank account number? Do you understand people would give me their bank account number to go into debt for a house? In order to get a debt, they would give me their social security number, their job, their employer, their manager. their bank account number, their savings account number, their investment portfolio number. They would tell me all their kids' names and ages and their wife's social security number. They had to give me all that information just so I could give them a high interest loan. They're going to get a $300,000 house and get a 4% interest loan, and they're going to end up paying back $500,000 over the course of a 30-year process. Their mortgage is going to outlive them. They're going to hand that mortgage, which is short for death. It's the French word for death. Engage, like engage. It's a French word for obligation. They're going to give their family a death obligation, and they're going to pay me a fee. They're going to pay me a commission to put them in that death debt that they're going to pay for this liability until they die. And that was my job. That's how I got paid to put people in debt. I got a fee for that. They paid me to put people in debt. At the time, I felt good about it. In retrospect, I hate that was ever my occupation. I hate it. If I could do it again, I wouldn't do it. And then somebody showed me Karatbars. You sign up for free. There's no monthly expense to your business ever. At Wells Fargo, I was managing 3 branches, one on Old National in College Park, one on Highway 85 in Riverdale, and one on Mount Zion Boulevard in Monroe, Georgia. And I had to drive to those physical locations. Put that away. You give me a Karatbars business for free, and I'm in over 100 countries. Day one. I'm so fired up about Karatbars. If you're not even making money in the business yet because you're new, you're in business in over 100 countries, day one, for free, no monthly expenses. I had to put gas in my car, dry cleaning for my suits. I had to drive for training, stay in hotels. I had to get licensed. I have no expenses in my Karatbars business ever. I get paid in cash on a MasterCard that's accepted in 36+ million locations around the world. It converts the euros that I'm paid in into my national currency when I swipe it in an ATM. And I have no expenses in my business, and I can build my business and make it global from my cell phone. I still struggle. Now, I'm a networking professional. I don't stress out when people tell me no, but I still struggle to understand why anybody would tell me no. This is the most incredible bit. When you consider that our business is acquiring a precious metal, gold, and just keeping as much of my money as I want in gold, I get paid to keep my money. I can take a stack of bills out of my wallet and convert it into gold and keep it. People say things like buy gold. I'm even on a campaign right now, Miss Tammy Morrison, to stop people from saying buy gold. If I go to a store and I have $1 and I ask the cashier for change, I don't say, can you sell me 4 quarters? I say, can you give me change for $1? I'm exchanging paper for metal.
That's right. I love
That's
it. what
what I'm doing with Karatbars. I'm exchanging paper for metal. Guys, do y'all understand? Let me see if I got $6. Let me show you some. This is when I started. Boomer taught me this. Okay, here's $6. 40 years ago, Rodney, 40 years ago, I could get this 5-gram bar of gold for $6. I'm just going to let you think about that for a second before I really kind of enumerate on it. I could get 5 grams of gold 40 years ago for $6. Mr. Zulu, $6. Today, it takes 250 of these to get the same gold. Why would anybody save in this? And as a banker, I just said, whoa, I would watch people every Friday line up out the door to put paper in an account that won't save. Hey, here's an easy question. How much will this dollar be worth 50 years from now? It'll be worth $1 because it's written on the paper. It can never be worth more than this. So why would you save in something that cannot grow? Why anybody would not do Karatbars is just baffling. But as a professional, I've learned to shake it off, not worry about it, because I'm only looking for the people who say yes. You talk to 100 people, 20 of them are going to say yes, maybe more. That's all you need to concern yourself with. Don't get stressed out about Karatbars. Don't get upset when people tell you no. Just save gold, tell people, and make money. I know you. Some of you guys think probably this guy is just too excited. Well, I'm excited because this has been my full-time occupation for the last 3 years, and every day. Some people call me complaining. Well, Mike, I can't find nobody. Well, you're not here to find people. That's not your job. Your job is not to find people. Your job is to share the information with everybody you meet. Let them find Karatbars. See, my sponsor didn't find me. He called me up. He said, Mike, you want to take a look at something? I said, yes. He sent me Karatbars, and I found it. Everybody gets to look at it, but not everybody sees it. So it's not your job to find them. They're lost on their own. Your job is to put the information in front of them and see who raises their hand. That's fun. Boy, Tammy, that's fun. My job is to just, everybody I meet, is to just share the plan. And everybody that says, I like it, I sign them up.
That's right.
When they say no, I get paid.
What is it Boomer used to say? Karatbars is like a deck of cards. There's 52 of them. We're just looking for the aces.
Just looking for the aces.
Stick and move.
There's nothing better than when there are people who say, well, yeah, all home-based businesses are good. They all work. I agree with that. I'm a huge proponent for home business and network marketing and networking and affiliate marketing, referral marketing. I love all those type businesses. Back 5-10 years ago, you would have to blindfold me to make me not sign up. If I saw it and it made sense, I'm in. I love them. I love a referral business. If it's a product I'm going to use and I can get paid for using it and sharing with others, I'm in. Boy, when I saw Karatbars, this has ruined me for every other business. Because in every other business you get in, you're in a juice business, so you get coffee. That coffee is not going up in value. That gaming app is not going up in value. That investment business may be going up or down, it's fluctuating. This product has proven for 5,000 years to store your wealth. My only job is to save it and share it. Save it and share it. Harold Sykes says it doesn't even matter which business package you choose. You can start at bronze and make $1 million. Hey, if you don't tell anybody else off this stream this, what I'm going to tell them. Let me talk low. If you signed up as a bronze and you shared it with 2 people today, who shared it with 2 people tomorrow, who shared it with 2 people Friday, who shared it with 2 people Saturday, you would be a million. If everybody did that and just got a bronze package, it'd make you a millionaire in 90 days. Now, I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about math. I'm talking about math. Everybody's not going to do that. Everybody's not going to get their 2 today. I know. But if you did, it'd make you a millionaire inside of 90 days because there's nothing to stop it. Harold Sykes has proven to me that he's willing to pay me 180,000 dual team payouts per week. I want to see somebody to prove it. Let's all do our best to make sure Tammy Morrison proves that it'll pay you 180,000 times a week. Let's make sure she proves it.
Absolutely.
Y'all gonna be mad if Tammy said, oh my gosh, guys, I broke the system. It paid me 180,000 times and it would not pay the next time. I would love that. I'd be like, whoa, I'm next. So I would encourage all of us. You know, I'm heartened that people would listen to anything I've got to say. I'm very heartened by that. But I will tell you, what I'm saying today is true for all of us. Karatbars is the greatest financial instrument, period. I mean, it's better than everything. It's better than my financial advisor. I was telling him, I was like, okay, Alan, I'm making some serious money now. I want to start my investment portfolio. He said, why? I said, because I want to grow my money. He said, Mike, you're making more than me right now in your investment in Karatbars than all of my investments put together. Why would you invest? Why would you risk? See, here's the thing about an investment. Investments like Las Vegas. There's nothing wrong with Las Vegas, period. If you're going to gamble, that's the place to go. Well, if you're going to gamble your retirement, the stock market is the place to go. But who likes the idea of gambling away your retirement? I don't. He said, Mike, you put together a system that'll pay you X amount of dollars per year, and your product is an appreciating asset. You don't need an investment portfolio. Now, I'm still trying to wrestle with that one, Tammy, but that's powerful. That's the kind of decisions Karatbars puts on your plate. So guys, get fired up. Follow your leadership. Don't make this hard. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And the rest, Karatbars will take care of it. Thank you, Tammy, for giving me a minute to yell and scream at your team. You're muted, Tammy.
There we go. All right. Thank you so much, Michael. You always bring, so much to the table. When you've been around as long as I have, because guys, next week when we do our meeting, I'm going to tell you my story because my team has never heard my story. And so I'm going to tell them that because Michael always asks me to come down to Atlanta and he says, all right, you can talk about anything you want to. And I'll say, okay, well, we're going to go with this topic. And then I'll get down, I'll look at the itinerary and it'll say, Tammy Morrison, my story. And so I end up telling my story every time I go to Atlanta. But Michael instilled in me the knowledge and that not everyone has heard it. And even people who have heard it get something different out of it each and every time they do hear it. So I will continue to tell my story for you, Mr. Delco. And hopefully I get better and better at it. But I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming on here and just being you. I said, just be you, and you always bring so much to the table. I'm gonna tell you guys, last time I went to Atlanta, was it September?
Yeah.
I've been around a long time and I've heard 100,000 presentations, and I was sitting there in the audience when Mr. Delco was on stage and my mouth dropped, and it did not. I had to push it back up. Cheryl Ann's mouth dropped. I had to push hers back up because this man packs a punch. Michael, you have a DVD that's for sale, and you did say you guys ship internationally, right?
We do.
Okay, can you go ahead and give that website if you guys want to order a DVD of Mr. Delco, the very presentation that I watched where my jaw was on the floor and Cheryl Ann was picking up my jaw and I was picking up hers, because I'm telling you guys, he knocked it out of the park. I went to Indianapolis a little bit later than after that. And I said, guys, I can't do it any better than he can. So I pushed play. That's all I did. All I did. I pushed play. I sat back and I let him do my work for me. So I really encourage everyone to get your hands on a copy of this DVD. You won't ever have to open your mouth about Karatbars. Have a home party. Push play.
Well, I put a couple of links in the chat room, and okay. The easy way, you can go to wealthbuildersworldwide.info. That's wealthbuildersworldwide.info, and a little pop-up comes up, and scroll down the pop-up and you'll see a DVD. I like to tell people, if you're trying to learn to do a presentation, I looked at it too, Tammy. I thought it was pretty good. I think
it was.
I thought it was pretty good. But that's a good way to learn how to do a presentation too. If you want to physically do your own presentation, you can watch that and learn. Or you can do like Tammy said, you can push play. There's a team member, I'm sure he's on your team, Tammy. His name is Isaac Matthews. He's in South Africa. And he does live presentations there, and he'll play portions of it there and other videos. It's just, Karatbars has given us such an amazing ability to just do business at the speed of thought. We don't have to put a lot of thought into this business. Everything is provided for us.
Right.
All we have to do is follow the system.
That's exactly right. And you know, guys, they have an amazing system over at wealthbuildersworldwide.info as well. Follow the MAP, Massive Action Plan. William and I were talking prior to the call being live about, you know, people coming in and not putting in the effort that needs to be done, even after putting in the money that they've worked so hard for. So, you know, we try to make it as easy as we can. We're going to give you all the tools that you need to succeed. You have 24-hour access to me. I may not get back to you, you know, at 3 a.m, but I might. You never know. Because, you know, I told somebody this morning, they said, what shift do you work? And I said, all of them. And so, you know, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the meeting right here, but I want you to stay on for just a moment, if you will, Mr. Delco, and we're going to get some questions answered. But again, I want to thank you for your time and thank you for your insight. And as always, you know, it's just a pleasure to see you. I can't wait to see you in April. I'm so excited.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, if you guys know anybody in the United States, have them go to letsgoweekend.com. I watched a show about Eric Worre, not a show, but a YouTube video on Eric Worre was talking about building internationally. You know, we're here in the U.S., we're building over in South Africa, we're building over in Australia, we're building over in New Zealand, we're building in so many different countries. That why are you guys, I need you to build here. I need you to find some people here and trust and know that if you have somebody that's in the United States, I'm going to be on the phone with them day one. And I'm going to give them 100% support, just like I give you guys. And as I'm going to continue to give you guys, I will do whatever is needed to get this person up and running. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the meeting, and we're going to hang on for some Q&A. All right, thanks, guys. Thanks so much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Ready for Revolution, and welcome. Morning. Another class in session. And you got to know how hot that presentation was, boy. Needless to say, pure fire. Thank you, family, for being with us, being present in the morning. I see Professor Gregory McKay there. Professor, thank you so much for all that you did. I'm surprised that you had the energy to even be with us this morning after all you poured out last night. You know, not just your explanation of the tsunami and the crisis at hand, but then just all into the Empower call. And I mean, there was just so much there, and I want to thank you. I thank you for all that you do, brother, as a tremendous leader, excellent leader. And I want to thank all of you for being with us. You know, that presentation, I was between two presentations to show, but I really thought, in light of what's going to take place tomorrow, and in light of our just everyday understanding of this opportunity and what we have, I really believed in my heart of hearts we needed that particular presentation this morning. And I'm grateful that we had the opportunity to share it. It is absolute. I mean, that presentation was fire. I didn't even realize how awesome that presentation was until I got to see it again with you all. Awesome presentation. So we're going to move quick into some housekeeping notes so we can get through some of our notes here in Classes in Session. Of course, tomorrow is the day, folks. Tomorrow is the day. 8 a.m. You want to be earlier. You want to be earlier. You want to try to get in here between, I would say, 10 minutes or 15 minutes before and just be ready. Okay? Because when this thing goes live, the amount of people that are going to hit that line, I don't know if it's going to crash it. I don't know if it's just going to, I don't know what it's going to support. But we want to drive everybody and everyone to a Saturday school session, 8 a.m. Classes in Session with Mr. Tyrone Best. He is fired up and excited. He called me yesterday talking about he's going to get some rest so he doesn't get too cranked up so he could be on time on Saturday. And he was going to rest all day. Yeah, right. This man is consummate in his mission of being free, maintaining his freedom, and helping others to get free. You know, you don't rest in this work. This is a mission. This is a ministry, you know, and you want to be there tomorrow. Everybody invite 5 people. Everybody invite 5 people. That means not just a blast text, which those are necessary. You reach into your inboxes or your direct messages or your contacts and whatever you have, Instagram, LinkedIn, if you're on all the platforms, Facebook, what's this other one called? TikTok. I even have a base in TikTok. Share with every one of them. Invite. Bring them to this understanding that we have that no one else possesses. I mean, this man is sharing the opportunity of the lifetime, of the century, the answer to the question of the century. How do you close the wealth gap? So tomorrow, 8 a.m., Mr. Tyrone Best here, live and direct. We won't have the normal stream of preliminaries because we want to delve directly into what he has to offer. So by all means, please be before time. That's right, Sister Maui, 450 on your end. Be before time, and let's show the respect and the love and the admiration that we have for this man, extending our financial well-being and being the epitome of personal development in our lives, to move us forward with this opportunity. Let's be there for him, and he will be there for us, and he will absolutely turn this place out tomorrow, 8 a.m. Classes in session, special classes in session with Mr. Tyrone Best. Okay, this is Friday, y'all. Pay yourself Friday. Have you paid yourself lately? Have you paid yourself first lately? 1/10 of a gram saved every day creates a legacy free from want and lack for future generations. 1/10 of a gram a day. With that $7 you spend on coffee and a biscuit or some kind of beverage and a snack in the morning, or you might break it up. You might get something for your breakfast and get something for your snack, or get something for your snack and then get something for your lunch. Either way, that $7 can get you wealthy. Just get yourself into the discipline, into the habit of exchanging that trash for gold. Do you know if you exchange it every day by the law of C.C. Mahone, you'll have, depending on how many days in a month, you'll have over 3 grams of gold at the end of a month on your account, making you money. And imagine what happens if you duplicate that with others. Have others do what you do. You know how much gold you will have in the system that will be making you money? This is how you build massive wealth, because you have the power of the keys to wealth building, which is leverage, cash to gold, and exponential growth. Telling everybody you can, 98.6 and breathing. It's a wonderful discipline to have. It will make you rich. Trust and believe. So pay yourself first. Okay. You saw the message or heard the message from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. July 4th is the day. NOI.org, NOI.org, the criterion. Blessed is he who sent down the discrimination upon his servant, that he might be a warner to the nations. So this day, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is giving a major address, and it's open for everyone to hear and see. It is on NOI.org, www.noi.org, 8 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, and 4 p.m. in the UK and in certain points of West African nations. Okay. So this is coming up. This is a live event. I sent it out a little bit to everyone, everywhere. And this is going to be a live event, a private event. This will be me, Eric Trey Muhammad, live. Gold, a simple wealth building system. It's going to be Saturday, July 11th, 2020 at 4 p.m. Admission to this event is virtual. Admission to this event is $5 and open to all. Those who make it a point to be a part of this event, you will also get insight into the book release, and you'll be the first to receive the book. So, Gold, a simple wealth building system. Your brother and friend Eric Trey Muhammad here will be there Saturday, July 11, 2020 at 4 p.m. Share with everyone everywhere. I put it on every platform that I have because I'm not able to post in our groups and other places because, not wealth builders, but Facebook shut me down over a year ago. And July 11th is actually the anniversary. I'm supposed to get out of jail July 11th, 2020. Yeah, we'll see. I'll be busy that day. So, family, again, that's Saturday, July 11th. It is an admission there is an admission for the event. It's $5, open to all, And those who participate, you will receive first access to my new book. Okay, so let's keep it moving because can you hear me now? Can you hear me? 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 Can anyone hear me? Trying again. Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? All right. Thank you, Deb Nixon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, the enemy does do things. Thank you, Pam Dixon. The enemy does do things. This is true, but I think I did it this time because I looked up on the StreamYard screen and I didn't even see me. So I just hit another button, and I hope you heard the announcements. If you heard all the announcements, please say yes. If you heard the announcements, let me know. If you heard the announcements, let me know. Okay, so I'm going to move forward. So this is a busy day in the world of California radio as well. So at 3 o'clock today Eastern, 12 Pacific, we have a show on California Radio International known as Just Kicking It with Dante Taylor, myself, Eric Teray Muhammad, and Brother Carlito Muhammad. We will be on the California Radio International Facebook page. All right. So that's going to be a live event at 3 p.m. today. And California Radio says excuses don't build empires. We're going to show and prove because we will be on, the three of us. It's called Just Kicking It. Actually, the full title is Just Kicking It with Three the Hard Way. I don't know where they came up with that, but we'll be there on the Kalfani Radio International Facebook page. That's at 3 p.m. And then at 4, Sister Tyson, I hope you're feeling better. I did hear at 4 p.m. today Eastern, 3 Central, we will move forward with Financial Freedom Fridays. There'll be an episode from Sister Tyson Thompson on the Kalfani Radio International Facebook page. And you saw a little bit last week when we showed you a little peek into the heavens and showed you what you can do this week with learning about accessing the ability to mine, M-I-N-E, mine Bitcoin from home or remotely for free of cost. Okay, free of cost. So that will be on the Kalfani Radio International Facebook page. That's Miss Tyson at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central. And you have Just Kicking It 3 the Hard Way with myself, Brother Carlito Muhammad, and Brother Dante, Mr. Gold Collector Taylor at 3 p.m., just an hour earlier Eastern. Make sure that we are in place and share with everyone that we possibly can. And then tonight, we have the 9 p.m. presentation from Matthew Taylor on Gold Rocks, and we have Mr. Carlito Muhammad Spotlight with Carlito on the Kalfani Radio International Facebook page tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Man. Now, in order for us to really understand the power, the excitement, the philosophy, the passion behind what Mr. Dalco expressed in that stream today, which seemed like it was just made because everything was so timely, everything was so right and exact, and it fits pound for pound most of the wealth builders on this line. We have to have a dream. We have to know how to chase it. We have to have a philosophy. We have to have a statement, a declaration that keeps us on the grind of building a business so we don't go back to a job. Well, the Dream Chaser Manifesto, how to develop a dream and live it, how to engage your mind to change your world, and you learn how to discover the most wonderful vision for your life, and you will make it happen. Follow the guidance found from Mr. and Mrs. Best, Ty and Valerie Best, in the Dream Chaser Manifesto. You can find the book today, right now, at shop.mywbw.net, the shop.mywbw.net, and get your copy of the Dream Chaser Manifesto. Now, what did Mr. Dalco drop on us today? He spoke plainly of a few things. And the first thing is to understand that gold is the ultimate business asset. The ultimate business asset. The accumulation of gold secures life assurance, not insurance, but assurance. It provides financial leverage in your home. You are paid to save money. Gold saves and grows over time. Your net worth is determined by your network. He said you invite 100 people, 20 people will say yes. Well, put yourself in that position to invite 100 people a day. That's what I did. 2,000 people plus later. I'm here to tell you that this thing works. It will store your wealth, meaning gold. It will build your legacy for generations untold, meaning gold. It'll do it all for you. Family, I'm so excited about what's about to happen tomorrow. Please, please don't lose sight of what it does for you and what it will do for your business. To be on here with us tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern on Classes in Session. It's a special class in session. It's going to be handled and taught and poured by Mr. Tyrone Best, CEO and founder of Wealth Builders Worldwide, the International Network Marketing Hall of Famer himself, the Dream Chaser, the manifesto who manifests on both legs. He'll be with us tomorrow morning here. And he was talking about how he had to get rest. I think I might just need to go to sleep after the presentation tonight just to make sure that toothpicks in the eyelids, y'all. I'm going to be in the place tomorrow. And all of you invite 5 people. And then the rest of you bring 5 more. Okay. All right. So, special class in session Saturday, June 27th at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Daylight Time. How to close the wealth gap with Mr. Todd Best. Everybody wants to be there. Everybody wants to be in the place. So glad to see so many of you here. So glad to feel your presence. I'm appreciative that apparently we chose the right presentation for us today because, like you said, Miss Trish, Mr. Dalco dropped a bomb on us, and Mr. Best will drop a bomb on us tomorrow. Hey, Brother Hakeem Booker, Roz Range, Deb Nixon, Halise Clemens. I was looking at a picture of you today, sister. Glad to see you. A picture of you and Sister Carolyn Wilburn. I was looking at it just today. You know, early this morning. Family, thank you again. Danny D. James in the house. You know, beautiful statement you made yesterday, but I couldn't wait to introduce the world to you. We got a lot in store. Wealth Builders, I'm moving over to Lakeisha McKnight, and then from there, I am heading out to Brother Consul, Hotep Atom, and then you know the rules. I will be on the power call with Mr. Rodney Berger, Brother Rodney Berger, and then with the Gold Collector himself at 12 noon, Mr. Dante Taylor. Drive all your teams there. Hey, Brother Maurice D. Muhammad, Wandalin Williams, April the Songbird, CeCe Mahone. Thank you, CeCe, for looking out. Roz Range. If you don't have range, you don't have Roz. Clovis Cox, the man, the myth, the living legend. Minister Pam Dixon, thank you. Ron Newton, I can always count on you, brother, to be there and show your support for every wealth builder. You're on everything, brother, and we really appreciate you. I know my ship has come in because Sister Diane is here. Diane Ship in the house. Trish Mitchell, love you all. Thank you, family, so much for the honor, the privilege, and the pleasure. I will see us all. Excuse me, almost gagged when I saw the name Braden Saving Gold Colding Sr. What's up, soldier? And that's my IT segment, right? Good to see you, Damawi. You know the rules. Love you, love you, love you. And happy birthday to Sister Shaniqua Unique Washington Kelly. I saw y'all giving them big old shout outs. You know, how old are you now today? About 16, 2 more years. You can join us. I'll see us all on the next live stream. Peace and power. 5, baby. 5. Bring everybody. 5 people with you tomorrow to hear Mr. Tyrone Best, 8 a.m. classes in session right here. Forward.
Peace. Strong words. Love. Soul. And change. Yeah, this is Big Snoop Dogg. Coming at you live and direct. And I got something to say. You dig?
Let's change the world. Divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. Oh, let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
Brother, what will you discover if we come together and do it like we never? I'm just sick and tired. I'm fit to light the fire. Now put this on the wire. The devil is a liar. I do this with no hesitation. Meet me at the reservation. Elevating, educating, meditating, concentrating. Replenisher, finisher, opposite of sinister. And I do it for the minister.
Let's change the world. Divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world. No fights, no wars. So let's learn to love again. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
Somebody need to stop the war. Man, the war ain't overseas, it's at your front door. And I done seen too many brothers shot up on the floor for more than drugs and some colors. And now you call us warlords. But if you can help it, then help it. But you ain't helping us. You so selfish and selfless, you wanna see us breathless and helpless. But I'ma hustle and tussle for all my brothers who struggle. Yeah, we bang the world. Now let's change the world.
Let's change the world, divided we fall, united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, oh let's learn to love again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Oh, oh, oh. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.
No killing, no shooting, no dying, no lying, no gang banging, so no more mamas crying. Everybody get along, man, that be the perfect song. Peace in the streets as I sit back on my phone, chilling with the president. He let me in the White House, back to the castle with the minister. No doubt, shoes at the front door. Love is what you come for. Let's get it right and unite, but do it right.
Let's change the world, divided we fall, but united we stand. Let's change the world, no fights, no wars, oh let's learn to love again. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Whoa, oh, oh. Let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's make hope for the future.